There's a lot that I can say about how we're managing with this new coronavirus world at Strattic, but I'm going to focus on one aspect, which is our team meetings. So before Corona, when we would have team meetings, we would have 14 people in our Jerusalem office and our five remote team members logging in by video. And that worked okay, but it wasn't amazing because what would happen is that we in the office could hear each other very well and we could always identify who was speaking, but the remote team members weren't always sure who was speaking. They couldn't always hear well. And we would try to improve the situation with better speakers, better microphones, whatever. Um, didn't work so well. Plus, we're Israeli, so our culture is to often speak over each other and interrupt. And then that was even worse for the remote team members. So what's happened since we all went remote is that we all are experiencing team meetings in the same way. We're all on video and we all can see who's speaking. We can see their face, we can hear their voice, and people tend to speak over each other less in a Zoom video scenario because that never works out well. The whole, well, I think, oh, no, you first, no, you first. And then nobody can figure out who should speak next. And then you're just like stuck in this, no, you, no, you. So, people finish speaking and then another person will jump in, and that way our communication overall as a team has, I think, become much clearer. Also, we had a number of things in place already because we were semi-remote, because we had five team members who weren't sitting in our Jerusalem office, and we are continuing with that. So it means that the transition to remote for us wasn't very painful. In terms of keeping up communication, we already have tools in place and methodologies in place, and we've continued our daily stand-ups, but by video for all of us, and it's a great way to reconnect and resync before the day begins. And we also implemented a midday 15-minute exercise break. We have some of our team members have some friends who are trainers, and they'll like log in, and we all can join, and then they'll do like a short workout for us. And I actually think that that's a much better way of working than what we had previously. Previously, we'd get to the office, sit and work, and then go home, maybe get up to get coffee or water, and get up to get lunch. And not always, because lunch was sometimes delivered to us at the office. And I think that taking that break and moving your body around is better for productivity and better for focus. So I hope that post Corona we can somehow continue that new tradition because it's great. Personally, here are some things that have changed for me in terms of Corona and also how I'm trying to cope with it. So first of all, my office at home is basically just a desk, and it's also like our toys. So I tried to organize it so that I feel like I might have more of a workspace, and I brought a second screen from the office, so I have that now, and I have a door, which is fantastic because that means I can lock it if I have meetings. I try to make sure that I go outside and get sun because we're in Israel. We're used to being exposed to a lot of sun, and it's good for you physically and emotionally. If I don't get sun, I start to feel down. So I try to work outside, take my laptop out, and sit there in the sun at least once a day. Um, and then the kids are home. That's challenging. I'm in a way in a more fortunate position from that point of view because my kids are not babies. My youngest is 7. We have many team members whose kids are small and babies, and that makes it much more challenging because kids are unpredictable and very dynamic. And we keep that in mind, that everyone is doing the best they can in their current circumstances. We're still planning sprints, and somehow our team is still accomplishing their goals. So that's incredible. Hats off to all of them because it's a crazy situation. And yeah, we try to be there for each other. We have a channel that was for like developer jokes, and now we also share Corona memes and humorous things related to Corona there because you also have to laugh. Like you can't be serious about this all the time. And yeah, those are just some of the things that are in place for us. We are continuing to improve our product all the time, roll out new features, optimize, and provide the same customer service that we did before. and always improving on that as well. And yeah, our goal is to do our best through this time and come out the other end stronger and having learned a lot about um, how we can work as a team, about ourselves, and also about what's important and what really matters. Unfortunately, sometimes it takes very challenging times to refocus us on what really matters and what's really important, which is our families, our health. What do we really need in life? A home, food, electricity, right? And yeah, so it's in some ways, this is a very potent lesson. Um, and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for my team and for my work and for my family, for my kids, and for my health. So, doing the best that we can to keep our spirits up despite the challenges and stay connected as much as possible and have hope that we'll one day soon be able to go out into the world again and experience it like we used to. So, those are my thoughts about Strattic during coronavirus. Happy to discuss with anyone who wants to reach out. You can find me on Twitter, Miriam Schwab. Stay strong. We can do this. Just remember, we're doing this to protect others and to keep them healthy. So it's a noble goal. All right. Bye.